Hi, I'm Sarah Humke and I'm the head of R&D here at Wild Interiors Plants. And I'm here today to tell you a little bit about how plants get selected for the Wild Interiors line. First off, there's several gates, or what we call gates, that help to determine whether or not a plant makes it into our production line. First is me. There are often just plants that I just choose not to put in. And this can be because of how they look, it can be because of how they grow, it can be because of maybe I just really don't like them. The second gate is whether or not I can get it. So there are a lot of plants out there that I would love to trial and a lot of plants that I would love to see in production here, but we just can't get them. Sometimes it's that they're not available, and sometimes it's that they're just too expensive. Then we get the plants here and we start trialing them. We end up losing about 10% of all plants that I trial because they don't do well in this production. Some plants need more hand holding than you can get in an actual, production greenhouse. After the plants have grown and they're basically adult plants ready to ship, we do something that we call cold chain testing. Cold chain testing is really, really important for our plants. We sell a lot to grocery stores and places that will put their plants in through the cold chain system, so they go on like refrigerated trucks. And we need to make sure that our plants will make it to you, the end consumer, in a good state. So every plant, every foliage plant, every orchid goes through cold chain testing. And that way we can ensure that those plants will be healthy when they arrive at your local grocery store. The last gate before being added to production, the last gate, at least on our side, is we put it in front of the production development meeting. Now, this meeting has basically all the managers and ownership of the company in it, and they determine whether the plant makes sense for the Wild Interiors line. If it looks like a Wild Interiors plant, if it feels like a Wild Interiors plant, and they determine whether it goes into the signature line or the classic line, and whether or not it goes in either line. I'd say about 20 to 30% of plants do not make it through that final gatekeeping. We're kind of particular about what plants we put in our line. They have to be good for the consumer. They have to be good for the folks that are selling them. They have to be good for a lot of things. At Wild Interiors, we want what's best for the consumers, and so we put our plants through the paces. And all of our plants go through a rigorous testing and control system before they ever get to you. We are here to make your plant experience better.